I am the Yogg-Sothoth of lore, and it's happening. And we're starting with Warhammer. Warhammer has a lot of Space Marines, lots of factions, lots of shiz going on. So today we're going to be diving into every single Warhammer Space Marine Legion in a nutshell by Bricky. This was the most highly recommended video to me after I covered all the different factions and all the most powerful characters in Warhammer lore. As I told you, we are going to be breaking this down little by little into the depths. Your boy does the deep dives. If you like the Nuxanor channel, you like the cringe drama hot takes now and again, but you like the lore deep dives, and we will consume all lore. All right, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. It'll be the research, and maybe I'll do a philosophical Warhammer video on the main channel at some point. But for now, let's see all the Space Marine Legions. This is something I didn't get into. I'm curious to understand the 20 Primarchs a little bit better, and I believe each one of those Primarchs has a Legion. Your boy is cooking. Let's see what we got.
To the people on the internet.
Oh my god, that's me!
The time has come.
Oh my god, it's literally me!
Begins.
Oh!
Your boy got himself a shaker cup.
Dude, yeah, alright, that's it. Waifu cup, baby! Waifu cup! Oh my god, dude. Go check out Bricky's video. I'll link it in the description. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, what a hero. Oh my god.
Top 10 incredible. Use code Bricky as well at checkout to get a discount on your order.
Ad time.
Massive amount of profits goes to yours truly.
That's
this
huge.
beautiful.
Anyway, definitely support me on Patreon. That was heresy, because any support you give anyone that's not our glorious emperor, the god emperor of mankind, is heresy, and I will not hear of any of this. His name is Bricky because he gets bricked up when he talks about his waifu cup.
My name is Bricky, currently stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium by punishment for falling asleep during class. God bless the Skull of Progenium. Many of you have come across my every faction explained video.
I did. We've already been through it. We got through every faction. We went through every chaos god. We went through every goddamn overpowered dude. Your boy's diving deep.
Firstly, thank you. Secondly,
you're welcome.
We are here to dig a little deeper. Ooh. Space Marines are the quintessential poster boys of Warhammer 40,000.
That's what it is, baby.
When people think 40K, they think Space Marines.
I actually think of the massacre of an entire nation of furries, and that's because Flash Gits was my first introduction to Warhammer before I even knew it. But that is what I think of. When people say Warhammer, I think of Slanussy, and also furries getting murdered. Blood for the blood god, baby. Skulls for the skull throne. Corn for the cornfield! Anyway, I flooped the pig.
But there are many types of Space Marines.
Let's go, dude.
Formed from 20 separate legions. We are going to...
Bro had a lot of sex. What can I say? Say what you want about the Emperor. He may be a decaying, rotting carcass on the throne, but pussy is pussy. Bro had 20 sons. 20 sons! Give them only a couple of years, and half of those sons will end up being daughters, according to the what's it called, the Twitterverse these days.
Rattle them off in order and give you a quick rundown of each one. A disclaimer, like in my every faction explained video, this is a mix of accuracy and memes. If I say the Salamander's Legion specializes in hugging children and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that, mostly.
Aha.
I would like to pet this creature.
But you can infer that they care about civilians and are a bit kinder than the average Space Marine. A Space Marine.
Got it. So basically, what you're saying is artistic liberty and exaggeration.
Marine being a genetically modified super soldier that's had 1 million
looks female enough, the Emperor. Oh no!
New and terrifying organs shoved into them, refrigerators strapped to their bodies, and are so far above the average human that they are referred to as demigods instead. Each Space Marine has a father, unlike you, a Primarch, which is basically an even bigger Space Marine that was forged in a lab by the God Emperor of mankind.
God, I wish I was his semen.
That gigantic golden dude you see everywhere.
Yeah, he's everywhere. He's beautiful. He's amazing. I love him. We are going to be doing a deep dive into the Emperor at some point for sure.
Both the leader and now the martyr of humanity. The
martyr. That's just a theory, okay? That's just a theory. So anyway, I actually subscribe to the theory that the Emperor knew the Horus Heresy was going down. He was gonna get Horus Herified, and he was gonna actually become a rotting carcass so he could ascend to godhood and compete with the Chaos Gods on an astral plane. I completely subscribe to that theory that it's all part of the Emperor's plan. Literally do. But I don't think that's canon.
The Primarchs are his 20 sons, built in a lab, who lead 20 legions of Space Marines, who are their sons. Not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated Primarch.
We are related through lobotomies.
Via a gene seed, a special organ carrying the genetic makeup of their Primarch and, you know, their seed.
So, and also because to join a Space Marine, you must suck his dick. That's the only way he lets you into his... That is also not canon. That is also my head canon, but I believe it.
Jagatai Khan of the White Scars has the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really fast. Then his sons, the Space Marines,
are really fast. Yeah! Yeah!
Really, really fast. I should note
Consume the DNA.
I'm only referring to the legions this time around. If you're interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here. However, I do have a excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore, everything about them. It's a very long video, and I'll put it in the description. Just look up Black Templar video in the description. You'll get what you need. And now...
That's not what we're here for. We're here for the Space Legions. So for the full catch-up, after the Dark Age of technology, there was a massive rift. Humanity was shattered across the galaxy. The Emperor reveals himself. This is in the 20Ks somewhere. And eventually, or 30K, around there. And then when the Emperor revealed himself, he wanted to reunite humanity and make humanity actually a Giga Chad-based force for the future. He begins the Imperium and he divides up his Space Marine legions, these incredibly overpowered, broken fucking super soldiers lobotomized and made in labs to become the most fucking insane killing machines in the history of time. And this dude decided to just have 20 sons. He made them. He made his sons. Most people impregnate. No, he made them. He created them. I don't know how, but he did it. He goddamn legend, bro. Anyway, so the 20 sons, each one of them is a Primarch, basically a demigod, and each one of them is unique in a certain area of war. Unique when it comes to warfare in specific areas, whether it's through fire, whether it's through speed, whether it's through assault, whether it's through stealth. Every single one of them will do different kinds of war crimes, and that's what you need them. You needed a variety. Sweet Baby Ink tells you need diversity. Bro, this is diversity. Flamethrowers, pistols, chainsaws. This is diversity, baby. Don't let the woke liberal... Dude, why am I going down this rabbit hole? Dude, Warhammer makes me more racist every single time. But the point that I'm trying to make is you have these 20 Primarchs. Each one of them has their own Space Marine Legion. And now we're getting into the weeds of it. Because I know a little bit about a bunch of them, but I'm really excited to do the lore dive into actually all of them.
With the easy explanation out of the way, let us begin with our first Legion.
The Dark Angels! Dude, they're also such badass names. Like, literally the most metal names in the history of time.
Dark Angels.
All right.
Allegiance? Loyal.
Right, because half of these guys also ended up rebelling against the Emperor. There was the Horus Heresy. Horus is one of the Primarchs, one of the sons of the Emperor. He ended up rebelling against the Emperor, and he got half of the Space Marine legions to end up worshipping Chaos and rebel against the Emperor. So you got these Dark Space Marines, Chaos Marines, as well as the regular Space Marines. So, all right. Why is that foreshadowing? Dude, I did not need the Nintendo 64 sound effect of the... Better Call Saul.
Primarch Lion L.
Saul Goodman would defeat your average Custodes in Mortal Kombat.
L. Johnson, a duelist.
Bro, Johnson? They named him after a penis? Yo, that's fucking based.
A knight. A real asshole, I'm not gonna lie. The single word...
Right, so a lot of you don't know this. A lot of you think this is just, you know, a tabletop game or a video game or whatever. A lot of you are completely unaware of the fact that there are 400 books in this series. This is a massive series of actual novels about all these characters. I saw a comment, like the top comment, I am Alfarius. This is a lie. Alfarius the first line in the book about him. Like, all these guys are just these absolute badasses and all have their own stories and character arcs. Like, this is insane.
Word descriptor, paranoid. The Dark Angels are
first he just like me, for real, for real.
Legion, hailing from the death world known as Caliban. They're
why have half the planets been freaking eviscerated in this universe?
Primarch Lionel Johnson's what happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall...
Bro, did you... Every time I see this meme, I think of, Zeus, the VTuber, Zeus. Actual legend, by the way. You should definitely check out Zeus. We stand Zeus in this house. We stand Zeus. So Zeus, look at the thumbnail on her channel, dude. Look at this. This is amazing, bro. I can't unsee it anymore, dude. Yes, it's the freaking Chad meme. It's the Chad meme. Yes. No. Anyway, I thought that was very funny. Sorry. I laugh at very random things.
Genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist.
A master tier duelist, Kaiba! Kaiba would kick his ass, not gonna lie.
And an overall dick. There are few situations.
Bro's name is Johnson. You don't think he's a dick?
Yo,
that armor is so fucking good. Holy shit.
Isn't prepared for, and few fights he isn't ready to lead head on. This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round Table vibe. They look like the knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often donning robes and hoods. Their names
that is so cool.
Also follow this. They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on.
Wait, they all picked like biblical names? Dude, what a fucking legend, bro. He picked all the biblical names he could. It is I, Long Johnson, and his army of biblical figures. Meet my soldiers, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Belial, come forth. Dude, actual Knights Templars. Ready to battle, epic duelists, also paranoid schizophrenics. That fits so freaking well, it's insane.
They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on. However, the common thing associated with Dark Angels are the Fallen, a part of their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium, and they are very heavily trying to expunge all knowledge of them from existence.
Whoa, I didn't realize that. So a lot of the actual different Space Marine legions have some of them that became Chaos factions. I thought like half the actual legions became Chaos factions. I didn't realize there were facets of specific legions that also turned to the dark side.
Fallen? What Fallen? Never heard of any Fallen. Do you know about the Fallen?
Honestly, Fallen Space Marines are like purple orcs. They don't exist. They don't exist. Have you ever seen a purple orc?
We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make sure you have never heard of the Fallen. They definitely don't exist, and if they do exist, which they don't, we will find them even though they don't exist. They love their interrogations. They thrive in it. Lionel Johnson is a scorched earth policy sometimes.
Oh, dude, why did they make the biblical guys the fucking Insano style scorched earth policy dudes?
And it's given,
come forward, Belial, Ezekiel, and Menadil, come forward,
to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Dude just actually heard that some Primarch visited the world of a different Primarch's mom and he just genobombed the planet. Holy fuck, this dude is insane. Oh my, Lionel Johnson, man.
Dark Angels are a special group where they formulate themselves into 3 different factions. The Deathwing Terminators, slow-moving, tough phalanx. The Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers. And the Green Wing, which is your standard Marines. They are a jack of all trades, but not in the sense where they're good at everything, but rather they have a lot of things that are good at specific things. Like instead of 20 people that have a multi-tool, they instead have 20 people with gigantic power tools for every job imaginable. If you like being suspicious about everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like to have a whole lot of deep knight type lore, run the Dark Angels.
That's crazy. So the Dark Angels, again, very Templar-esque, very loyal and noble and by the books, and anything that deviates even a little bit by the plan, just fucking nuked out of orbit. I get it. All right, I understand why that would be the first Space Marine Legion, because this is just the epitome of order. The epitome of order. Anything that deviates even a little bit, goodbye.
One Piece!
One Piece!
One Piece
is real!
Our second Legion is a special one.
All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no!
If you can see, yeah.
The Emperor's Children, 3rd Legion.
The numbers all go to 11.
Wait, did you skip the 2nd Legion? Bro, skip the 2nd Legion. 2 out of the 20 legions are removed from history? What? Dude, I love when I have random lore chatters and that people in my chat that know the lore that can help me fill in. 2 of the 20 space legions are actually redacted from history. Dude, the lore in Warhammer is so fucking good, it's crazy.
Emperor's Children. Allegiance?
Dude, it's actually the world government. The Imperium is just the world government for One Piece. 2 out of the 20 Primarchs are redacted. Shit, that's so cool.
Raider. Primarch? Fulgrim. A perfectionist.
Hey,
an artist. A sneaky snaky snake. And the single word descriptor? Perfection. The Emperor's Children are...
Perfection doesn't exist!
All about the pursuit of perfection. Perfection in all they do. Perfection in war, in artistry, and perfection in every other aspect of life. Their armor is a gleaming pink, purple, and gold. Their ships have spires of gorgeous marble and gold statues in their honor. Fulgrim is a man who believes the pursuit of perfection is the goal of all things, and I mean, look at him!
Dude, it's so wild how, the Emperor is this seemingly perfect being, a perfect being of justice. I know we're only 3 Space Marine Legions into this video so far, but it really does seem like we're going down the path that every single one of them will be a different embodiment of the Emperor's ideals. The Emperor believes in this absolute justice. So the first one, Johnson's Space Marine Legion, the fucking these guys, the Dark Angels, are gonna have the Scorched Earth policy Knights Templar shit. The 3rd Legion is gonna be, you know, the Emperor's Children, just striving for perfection. Constant perfection. And nothing is perfect, and nothing will ever be perfect. So it's a never-ending battle, but you try to get as close as you can.
Can you truly tell me that he is not perfect? The hair.
Bro, look at him. He looks like fucking Femboy Griffith. What the frick?
Features. As Primarchs go, he is the one you look at, and if 40K had a guy that would give you the best sex you've ever had and never call you back, this is the fucking
guy.
Which is why this pursuit of decadence led them to—
Bro, he looks like a JoJo character. Dude, actually, look at this. Ooh.
Call you back. This is the— Yes. Emperor's Children are our first Chaos Legion.
No! Like, the Perfection guys went to Chaos. Honestly, that makes sense, because Perfection is an ideal that can never truly exist. Whereas, the first faction is kind of awesome, right? Dark Angels, Templar, fucking kill the heretics. Fine. But the idea that the Emperor's Children search for perfection and end up falling into chaos, that makes sense. Because perfection, not only can it not exist, but if you truly strive too hard, you get to excess. This is like prime Slaanesh category. Literally peak Slaanesh is believing that only perfection could exist.
And not just a normal one. One devoted to, you guessed it, Slaanesh.
Got it. Yeah, obviously. That's what it is. Because perfection is inherently excess. They misunderstood the doctrine of the Emperor. The Emperor is a seemingly perfect being, but he fully recognizes the fact that humanity can never be perfect, right? He set it up in a way that he would constantly fall off and get back in power and all that shit, that back and forth cringe, but that's because he knows that humanity cannot be perfect. And the Emperor's Children, who tried to take that aspect of the Emperor and claim perfection, they were mistaken! Because perfection is a dream. It's impossible. They obviously never watched Bleach and didn't get that really awesome freaking Kurotsuchi speech, which I'm going to show you right now, because that speech, honestly, is memorable as fuck. And I think it's important for everyone to see this, because Bleach is kind of like a being of a bygone era. Look at this speech, bro. Look at this.
The perfect being, you say?
Oh. So, for those of you that want to know actually what happened in this scene, is he stabbed him with a sword that had a poison on it that made him feel that strike happen for the sake of over 1,000 years. He will be stuck here for only a few minutes until his death, but in his mind, it's 1,000 years of death. What a harrowingly awesome scene. This is one of my favorite scenes in all of Bleach. Literally one of my favorite scenes in Bleach. But he's so right. He's so right. The moment you believe perfection exists, you lost, because you will never be able to grow. And even more than that, if you truly want to achieve perfection, a completely impossible achievement, you will push yourself into places that you will never, ever be able to get out of. Perfection and the concept of getting there is excess. It's peak Slanesh, baby. Peak Slanesh. And that's why these fuckers fell into chaos.
The Prince of Pleasure, God of unspeakable excess. The Emperor's children in their pursuit are now horrifyingly mutated beings through Slanesh's great will. They torture and maim to feel perfection through pain. They screech and attack with sonic weaponry for perfection through sound. And they slaughter, aiming for perfection in war. Fulgrim himself lost the battle against Slanesh as a demon sword corrupted his mind and transformed him into the sexy man he was, into the sexy snake he is now.
God damn, honestly an improvement, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
A demon Primarch corrupted.
Demon Primarch, fuck dude. This is the first one. I mean, probably not the first one timeline wise, but god damn.
And bringing his legion's will by himself. As far as Emperor's children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible things to anyone and everything. In fact, they're such trolls that their battle cry is for the Emperor.
They are so perverted in their mindset that they shout for the Emperor. For the Emperor when they commit the most unthinkable atrocities against humanity. Because that's what I've been saying. In their mind, the Emperor is perfection. And the part of the Emperor that they are trying to bring into their legion is that perfection. They just misunderstood what perfection means. And it drove them to chaos.
Despite being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've ever taken a little too much of a drug, or maybe the music at a concert was too loud and you didn't bring it.
Sometimes I watch two Adventure Time episodes in a row. So I know exactly what you're referring to.
Any earplugs or whatever the reason, you just take all those things and you dial it and you dial it and you twist it and the knob breaks. And that is the Emperor's children.
God is dead. God remains dead. And we have
killed him.
Killed him.
Oh my god, dude, I love it. Oh god. All right. Yeah, the Iron Warriors. All right, moving on.
God remains dead, and we have killed him.
The Iron Warriors.
All right, dude.
Allegiance, traitor. Primarch.
Nah! God damn it! The Iron Warriors became baddies.
Perturabo, a warlord, a siege smith, an incel.
No! You see, the Emperor has touched pussy, which is why he retained his humanity.
Word descriptor, siege. Continuing the trend of our chaos.
So, as we've already established, every Space Marine Legion has a different way to commit war crimes and atrocities. Every single one of them. These guys do siege warfare. You need some of those too. Sometimes you can't just nuke the planet out of orbit. Sometimes you actually have to do a siege, and that's what these guys do, I suppose. Goddamn.
Chaos Legions, we have the Iron Warriors led by Primarch Perturabo of Olympia. To understand the Iron Warriors, though, one must first understand Perturabo. A man so bitter.
Dude, I love that we need to do a deep dive into each Primarch to properly understand the Legion and how their characteristics manifest in the actual troops at his disposal. That's awesome.
Coffee beans run for light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it, who never got recognition for his deeds, who hates his brothers and hates their accomplishments even more. Someone so laughably petty, so incredibly bitter that he goes full circle to becoming likable. Why? Because he's competent.
Fuck, that's honestly crazy. So think about it for a second. When you think of war, all right? When you think of like the glory of battle of war, you think of freaking steel going against steel. You think of explosions. You think of atrocities. You think of all this shit. Dude just does sieges. Sieges are the most boring ass parts of war. Literally. So everyone will do something crazy, heroic, and dangerous. And they're going to get praised for that insane bout of strength and courage that they've performed. Sieges are literally the safest, longest, slowest, most boring war tactics of all time. So yeah, being an Iron Warrior is going to be annoying. It's got to be annoying. Dude just builds his siege, sits there for dozens of years to starve out the city he's sieging. Where's the glory in that? But it's competent, it's slow, and it's safe. And it's the idea of doing the right thing, even though it's not the glorious way. You have to take pride in what you do, not pride in how other people call you and refer to you. If all of your sense of self and sense of pride purely comes from the respect that you get from others, you are empty. You are petty and you are empty. Your sense of pride and accomplishment ultimately needs to come from yourself. And even though he was doing the right thing, and even though he was fighting with brains and with all that, he put all of his eggs in one basket. He needed to be praised by an outside force.
The Horus Heresy. We didn't talk about the Horus Heresy. Intermission.
All right, dude. Okay, all right. So the Horus Heresy is probably the coolest part of 40K. I want to do a whole deep dive purely on the Horus Heresy.
Horus was the Emperor's favorite son, right? You know, so the Emperor walked into his room. Horus said, Dad, I just gifted 150 subs to Amaranth, and she said my name a ton.
Yo!
And she loved me for it.
Thank you, Juggalotus, for the gifted sub. That was very nice of you.
I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And it kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me!
And then it started playing out a little bit more like this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall.
Okay, dude, I am gonna do a fucking deep dive on every cinematic trailer in Warhammer history. I think that might be next on the list. Go through every cinematic trailer of Warhammer.
Oh! So it takes the last drop of my blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. All it takes is one bad day. All it takes is one bad day. When you're going up against your opponent in Yu-Gi-Oh! And they activate Mystic Mind. Let the seas boil! Real, true. Just real and true and based.
So Iron Warriors, the Horus Heresy wouldn't have gotten shit done without Peter Turbo. Imagine an entire faction that is the personification of brutal industrialism.
It seems like it's more than industrialism. It's the idea of hunkering down, being willing to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. The sensible route. The stubbornness of an Iron Warrior, being a siege weapon user.
Where you serve the Legion until your dying breath. You build and you kill and you siege and you die. Kill and you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder.
That's awesome. That's the most awesome thing I've ever heard. Holy shit. They will summon demons and just use them for the industrial... They're inventors. They're intuitive. Their ingenuity is without match. But ultimately, they are boring. They have bored lives on the battlefield. It's badass as fuck, don't get me wrong. I don't think they're not boring to me as an observer. Their lives are boring. It's heresy. It is heresy.
Thing they do, they summon demons to trap and use as shock troops. The Iron Warriors are siege warfare incarnate. They are heavy weapons, they are tanks, they are turrets, and they don't die. They hate Imperials, they hate Imperial fists.
Do you need a pacifier, Iron Baby? No! No, I don't!
They are bitter incarnate. Perturabo and the Iron Warriors don't serve the Chaos Gods because they like them. They serve them because fuck you.
Come on, guys.
Yo, that is the most badass thing I've ever heard. Oh my lord. I don't worship chaos because I respect chaos. I worship chaos because fuck you, bro.
Let's go.
Not another speeding ticket.
All right, dude, honestly, the Iron Warriors sound really cool. What a cool idea for a faction. The idea that playing the slow and steady role all your life, purely doing things not for glory or extravagance or anything, just doing the slow and steady boring shit, sooner or later, people aren't respecting you enough, and all it takes is just one bad day.
I'll fight it in court, but I don't think they're gonna accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
The White Scars. Allegiance.
All right, there's no way the White Scars became bad, right? Please do not say it. Do not say, these guys are good, okay? They did not rebel.
Loyalists.
Let's go! They gotta go fast, baby. There's no way Chris Chan's favorite Space Marines are gonna become bad guys.
Primarch Jagatai Khan.
Oh, this guy, holy shit, he looks so cool. Look at that art. Dude!
A speed demon, a plane strider, a roast god.
Roast god? Ooh. Ooh. It's Genghis Khan, but in space.
The word descriptor? Speed. Hailing from Chagoris. The White Scars are all about speed. They love melee, but they love it even more
when it's fast melee.
When they are doing it from a motorcycle or land speed.
Dude, look at this art. This is the Akira art. No!
Or honestly, just running really damn fast. The White Scars are honestly forgotten about a lot, and that's lore accurate. They are a legion that doesn't seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it's their duty and because they love it. Not
just for the briefest of moments, do you recognize the difference between the White Scars and the Iron Fists? Do you recognize it? They both did their duty, right? The White Scars, Speed Force, all right? And then you got the Iron Fist. These guys, they did Siege Warfare. Do you know the difference? Do you know the difference? The Siege Warfare guys hated what they were doing. They did it for the recognition and the respect, and they were loyal, and they didn't receive it. And when they didn't receive a thank you for their hard work, they rebelled. The White Scars did it for their love of the craft, for their passion. Chat, when you do something, don't do it for other people. Well, obviously do good things for other people, that's important. But when you're gonna dedicate your life to something, don't dedicate your life to something because someone else told you to do it. Dedicate your life to something because you love it. Because you love it! And if you do that, you will always remain loyal. Loyal to yourself. You won't let yourself down.
Not in the insane slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill of the fight. They are known as the Laughing Killers because...
Oh, fuck, dude. Gotta go fast, baby! Oh my god.
They ride into battle with a smile on their face and a chuckle in their throat.
I love them. They're oh fuck, look at this dude.
And as you can tell by their Primarch's name, they are Mongolian based. Remove horses and replace them with motorcycles and land spears, and that's your style. They are heavily based on the old times of Genghis Khan, and consider this is 40K and everybody's evil. You know, that fits. So
hey. That's heresy.
White Scars are actually physical scars on their body, going back to their heritage on Chagoris. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent, he's patient.
Dude, I love the Genghis Khan aesthetic. I love the Mongolian aesthetic. Look at this art, dude.
He is often underestimated because he doesn't scream his accomplishments from the rooftops.
That's the thing, he just loves the game. He loves the game, bro. He doesn't need to scream his accomplishments.
What makes him and the White Scars dangerous. His skills are kept at bay, only to be truly shown when the time is needed. The White Scars are a forgotten legion often, but that doesn't diminish their accomplishments. All it does is surprise those who underestimate them.
Shit, dude.
Speed, awesome Mongolian vibe they got going on. And if you really like to stab people, that's the White Scars for you. Shameless thirst break.
This is dog. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, bitch.
All right, Space Wolves, baby.
The Space Wolves. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Leman Russ. A Viking, a savage.
Dude, the Vikings, the fucking Mongolians, these are the loyal guys. That's crazy.
Undertaker. Single word descriptor. Wolf, 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 wolf. There's someone, goddamn wolf.
Bro, someone, Bow, if you're watching this, look away. Bow, I can hear you from me. No, stop, furries, stop!
Units. Skater, how many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name?
13 units. Okay.
The Space Wolves are the 6th Legion and hail from Fenris, a frozen wasteland of a world with their Primarch, Leman Russ.
Dude, look at this guy. Holy shit. That is the most Giga Chad Viking-ass dude I've ever seen. Bro, dude looks like Blythe if he was just humanified somehow.
I don't really need to spend a whole lot of time talking about...
Dude, they're even wearing the whole furry costumes and everything.
The Space Wolves, because it's very obvious who they are. They are the second most... like obvious what their shtick is legion in the 20 legion.
Is their shtick wolves?
besides the world eaters. When you look at the space wolves behind, what do you see?
I see wolves. I see wolves. Was the guy raised by wolves?
See Vikings in space? You've done it. Congratulations, you have found Vikings in space. But they have as much in common with a regular Marine as an old-day Viking with like a Roman soldier.
Yo, because old-day Viking would absolutely destroy one old-day Roman soldier.
You see, as a space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter out poison, and so you can't get drunk. The space wolves distill a special mead out of a horrible poisonous plant that would kill a normal human, so they could get drunk. They have
actual legends. They love the war, baby.
Fangs in their mouths. They sometimes cannibalize their enemies.
It's not an Nux stream without cannibalism.
Yeah, sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge about them.
In that case, worth it. Worth it. I honestly get no fucks given. I respect that.
From there and about battle plans. The space wolves are savages. They're raiders. They're Vikings. But despite all of this, they are loyal to their core.
Yeah!
Us is an egotistical guy.
Dude, think about it, right? They're wolves. Wolves! Wolves are vicious. Wolves fight. Wolves do that shit. But if you think about it, wolves are the most loyal creatures. Space doggos are nothing but respectable. Like, that's just awesome. That's just awesome. For Space Valhalla!
Who just shouts stories and tales of his accomplishments everywhere they can. But at the same time, he was so damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking backbreaker to show his devotion to wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're gonna build the wall. We have no choice. We have no choice. Build that wall. Build that wall.
Why the Trump clips?
Build that wall.
Oh, the Imperial Fists. Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Rogel Dorn.
Rogel Dorn.
Builder, a phalanx, and he needs a hand. Single word descriptor, fortify. The Imperial Fists are led by Primarch Rogel Dorn on their homeworld of Inuit. However, they themselves are actually a fleet-based chapter, with their main source of recruitment coming from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx.
Damn.
The Fists are a chapter you think of when you think of duty. They love to serve.
Honestly, you gotta respect the shit out of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's an obvious difference between the Imperial Fists, for example, and the Iron Fists, right? The Iron Warriors. Like the Iron Warriors were about sieges. Like these guys are loyal. These guys are fucking loyal. Being a defender, putting your life on the line to defend your honor and people, like that, nothing but respect to these gamers. Rumball, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. I really appreciate it.
The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn is an architect, a master builder, and basically a rock in brain and body.
I don't know if a rock in brain is like a compliment, but like, okay.
Of humor or ability to lie shows that he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates. Not the swords he makes, but like blunt, strong weapons.
All right, got it. Yeah, but so that's honestly cool, right? Just straightforward, committed, defensive, fortified.
Fists are the same. Take your archetypical American Marine style, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power armor and a love for building defenses, and you have the Imperial Fists.
Honestly, it's so nice that you have these guys. I feel like every single other one is I'll get, again, every single one of these is definitely going to be an emulation of some aspect of the Emperor himself. And I think the more of these we go down, the more we see it. Whether it's the justice of the Dark Angels, or it's the perfection of the Emperor's children, or it's the calculated, boring, long game of the Iron Warriors. Dude, the Emperor was in hiding for 30,000 years, right? He knows how to play the long game. Bro is not a two-pump chump, okay? So the long game of the Iron Warriors, the fast badasses, the OP guys that don't flaunt, like the White Scars. Because if you remember, the Emperor did not flaunt. The Emperor did not flaunt his victories. He was guiding humanity for 30,000 years before he even showed up, dude. Obviously, he's not a big flaunter. But at the same time, the Space Wolves, they get recognition because of flaunting, because they rally their troops, because of the the love of the game and the inspiration and the charisma. And that is also the Emperor. Every single one of these emulates another aspect of the Emperor. And the Imperial Fists are the duty of the Emperor. The duty that he has to protect mankind from a unknowable, horrible future. With the Chaos Gods and the Tyranids and the Necrons waking up. They emulate that sense of duty to protect people. Dude, I fucking love this lore so much.
They are immovable. When you find a spot, they're ready to defend. You can't breach them. Their knowledge of defensive warfare is paramount. Without them, the Horus Heresy would have been so much more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, Imperium lives today. And let's not forget that Iron Warrior and Imperial Fist rivalry. Want to know why the Iron Warriors are so bitter? These guys are the reason why.
Dude, didn't I just make that reference? Didn't I just say that they are the antithesis of the Iron Warriors? See, and guys, let me say that that is not because I pre-watched, all right? We are doing this deep dive together, goddammit, all right? This is not pre-watched. It's because their philosophies are opposed. They both have the idea of stay and wait, right? Stay in wait, baby. But is it stay and wait because you want to lay siege? Or is it and want respect for your warfare? Or is it coming from a sense of duty? Is it coming from a sense of wanting victory and praise, or coming from a sense of duty and love? And, that's the difference. And that's why one of them will end up fucking falling to chaos.
Hey, guys! Bring the thing! Where is he going?
Oh, no. Why?
Hey! Hey, that could have killed me!
Hey, guys! We missed! Get another!
Dorn and Perturabo are basically
the Virgin Perturabo. The Chad Dorn!
Two sides of the same coin. One's just a bit more level.
Look at this! Do you see this? He is... guys, again, this is what doing the deep dives actually matters. Because if you have a good-ass writer, a writer that actually knows what he's doing when he's writing lore, you will be able to, if you analyze this shit, you will pick up on the nuances and be able to predict this shit every time, okay? This is what the deep dive lore analysis is good for, baby.
Level-headed and got better jobs. If you want to be defensive, to be good at everything Space Marines are good at, bolters, heavy weapons, vehicles, you want a classic military fighting force,
Dorn!
Start fisting.
I am
Start fisting, baby!
having a very bad day. Today is one of the worst days.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, here we go. The Night Lords.
Alright, dude. First of all, cool fucking name. Holy shit.
Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch.
Didn't see that one coming.
Conrad Kurz, a sadist, a vigilante, the Presso Espresso.
Dude, think about it. The Emperor was a fucking vigilante. So they will, the writing's so good! It's so good! Think about it, right? The Emperor was inherently a vigilante as well. Because the Emperor, he didn't necessarily follow the rules and the laws. He fucking took over humanity. Yes, he did it for the good of humanity, but he did it. He was a vigilante. And they will take that vigilante-esque nature of his. However, most vigilantism is fucking awful. Not every vigilante is Batman. Some vigilantes are nightmares, are disasters, and that's what the Night Lords did. And they ended up falling to chaos because vigilantism needs an incredibly powerful moral core, and the Emperor had it, but they did not.
Single word, fear. The Night Lords are my favorite legion, hailing from Nostromo and their
primal. Every one of these planets blew up.
Conrad Kurz. They are a traitor legion from a planet known as the Sunless World, or the World of Endless Night. Nostromo is a horrible hive city that is known for being host to some of the worst gang violence, murder, and working conditions around. The only thing keeping the population in check is the suicide rate.
What? If that's canon, that is messed up, dude. Huh?
Dude,
Logan Paul would go crazy making content on this planet.
Lords followed in the footsteps of their Primarch, a man who believed in a twisted sense of justice and that the only way to make humans compliant is
through fear.
Through fear.
Didn't see that one coming. Yeah, no, but dude, that's vigilantism in a nutshell. Fuck, dude, what insanely good writing. Vigilantism is important, but it's only important if you have that moral core. if you can truly remove your personal biases from the equation.
The Legion's lesson has been lost on them, as their ranks were repopulated by gang members, murderers, arsonists, torturers, and other words I can't say on YouTube.
Ah, got it. Rapists. Yeah, I'm not a coward. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, but the point is, like, dude, think about how insane this is, right? If you become a vigilante, the people that are gonna want to join your cause are usually insane. Think about it, right? If you are a vigilante and you're beating the shit out of people all day, every day, who's gonna want to join your crew? Who's gonna also want to do what you do? Is it someone else who has a deep love of justice? Or is it someone who wants to get away with beating the shit out of people? Yeah.
As young as 12 years old. Murderers before they were even teenagers, raised to become demigods.
Holy shit, dude, I cut off his balls before mine dropped.
Gods. Now, fear is what they sow and flesh is what they reap. The Night Lords are scum. They are the exact opposite of all other legions. They torture and they maim and they flay because they think it's
in the name of justice.
Fun. They run.
Oh, never mind. They just like it. Oh my god. See, but that's the thing. The Night Lords are the Edge Lords. They just, and that's the people that you will be drawn to. Even if you're pure in your motivations, which he probably isn't at this point. Yep.
Run away often so they can come back and kill you with more numbers. They prey on the innocent and the weak. They kill normal civilians because it's easy and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the antithesis of normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did not comply to their demands.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't like this.
So they raided one of their ships and brought it into atmosphere. The crowds cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle. And the airlocks opened and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were thrown down in the populace. In other words...
Oh my god, absolutely based, bro. Victory at all costs, baby!
A legion of gangers and criminals. Add together a heavy Slavic influence to them.
Average Slavics.
And you've got my favorite faction.
Dude, fucking crazy. Those guys are awesome. Holy shit.
You have not done the dishes for 5 years. So embarrassed when people come over here.
What does it matter? You bring them over, you kill them. Vampires don't do dishes.
The Blood Angels. Allegiance, loyal. Primarch, sanguineous. An angel.
Sanguine. Blood. That's perfect. Let's go. Vampire Legion. Holy shit. Bro's giving me that Dio look. He's hitting me with that male gaze. Oh, God. He's making me feel a certain way. Honestly. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Angel, a vampire. A dead-ass motherfucker. Single word descriptor. Blood. The Blood Angels are 9th Legion, hailing from the homeworld of Baal, with their primal...
Ball! We ball! We ball!
Mark Sanguineous.
Sanguineous is such a cool fucking name.
The Blood Angels are a tragic tale with one of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before...
No! He's dead? They killed Sanguinius? Oh my god, these guys are demigods. No! I was so getting excited to hear about this guy. He seems like such a badass.
For the Emperor's eyes. The death of their Primarch led the entire Legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned and created something known as the Black Rage. The Blood Angels degrade over time, experiencing something called the Red Thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so they... Oh, man. This is so sad. Peak character, honestly.
As their minds degrade and break down, they get angrier and angrier, becoming berserk killing machines with no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart.
Right, so they become berserkers at, I guess, at some point, when they get all black raged. Oh man, dude. Sanguinius. In response for Horus killing Sanguinius, the Emperor literally deleted Horus from existence. They became berserk. They all became Guts. Instead of Guts, who lost his people, they are the people that lost their guts.
But they don't see it as that. They see themselves there at their Primarch's
not the pain theme. Not the pain theme.
Demise with Horus in sight. And to them, it's time for vengeance. That Space Marine over there, that Chaos Space Marine, that's Horus. Kill him. That orc.
Oh, wow, dude. So they really are berserk. They're actually berserkers. Every time they see anyone that is somehow attuned to chaos, they just go nuts.
War boss over there? Horus. Kill him. That Tyranid swarm, 1,000 Horuses. Horai. Kill them all. Did your toast come out a little bit burnt? Horus sabotaged your toaster. Destroy the toaster.
So they're in fuck, dude. Sanguinius was such a hero. He was such a messiah to all these people. Dude, we have to do a deep dive into each of these Space Marine legions individually. Each of these Primarchs, we need to get into this. Oh my god. Though Horus slew Sanguinius, who had once been his closest and greatest friend among the other Primarchs, the Imperial legend holds it that it was a chink in Horus's armor created by the great angel that allowed the Emperor to slay the arch-heretic, and thus prevent mankind from failing to the corruption of the ruinous powers of chaos. So they credit the big victory against Horus to Sanguinius. Oh my god, dude.
Destroy it.
He has become a walking PTSD hate boner for this entire legion. Oh man.
Do it. Do it. Kill your toaster. Do it. This slow, debilitating disease takes over the Blood Angels, and it gives them this angelic, vampire, and Catholic-inspired imagery. They have chalices of blood. They rest in coffins and can even use psychic powers to sprout angel wings from their bodies. They are a tragedy through and through, and the only thing that will look more tragic are the mangled bodies of those they come in contact with.
Yikes! Bro, dude, oh man, the Blood Angels, I'm so sad for them. Sanguinius died to protect the Emperor. Horus, you piece of shit. Oh my god, dude, we have to go through the Horus heresy. I feel like that's gonna be a really long one at some point.
Legend, and honey, we forgot to mention
the Iron Hands? Like the Pokemon?
We're gonna take your job away.
The Iron Hands. Allegiance? Loyalist. Primarch? Ferrus Manus, a machinist, an inventor, and not a great head on his shoulders. Single word?
No.
Bionics.
Bionic!
The Iron Hands are from the home planet of Medusa and their Primarch Ferrus Manus.
I mean, Ferrus is iron, right? In Latin. I just make that shit up. Nope. Ferrus means feral. Wait, what's Latin? What's iron? Ferrum. I knew it was something like, dude, I was close. Okay, I was close, baby. I was very close. Ferrum is iron. All right.
Does Ferrus Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand. The Iron Hands believe that the
Cyborg! If there's trouble, you know what to do. Call Cyborg. He can shoot a rocket from his shoe. Cause he's Cyborg.
Flesh is weakness. But despite all of their enhancements...
Oh my, dude, this guy's just a Mechanicum's favorite Primarch. Mechanicum out there just literally sucking this man off.
Despite all the things that made them demigods, replacing some of the flesh with bionics will allow them to...
I have replaced my penis with a bionic weapon. It strokes me off while I am in combat.
Serve the Emperor more. They go hard into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking sarcophagi that have wounded space marines piloting them from the inside. Vehicles, metal, upgrades. These are the things that make up this legion. Their tech marines have servo arms sticking out from all directions. They have a wide array of mechanics and extremely often replace limbs with metal ones, serving all kinds of functions to deal with their enemies.
The weakness of my flesh penis disgusts me.
The Iron Hands are also not particularly nice. They're kind of assholes. I mean,
it comes with the whole robotic idea, right? It's like when you love robot that much, anything that's illogical is just frustrating. Everything needs to be logic. Everything needs to be operational.
Marines are already normally pretty big assholes, but they're a little bit up there because of their ugh. Flesh, ugh. Civilians made of flesh, ugh.
True.
Because the flesh is weak. Flesh is corruptible.
Yes!
Bionics, the strength of the machine is pure and cannot so easily be corrupted. So if you want people who have this little techno-fetishistic vibe to them, that love their vehicles and their walking coffins, hit up the Iron Hands.
I mean, there are people that have sex with cars. Like, this is a trend on TLC. So, that's awesome.
Understand, Commander? I was never here.
Legion 11.
No! Legion 11 is the other one that's erased from history. So Legion 2 and Legion 11. Alright, got it.
Why, hello there.
Was that an Adventure Time reference?
Returned from
a haircut.
Touching grass. I know. I'm pretty cool.
Damn, it happens.
With the grass touching and now let's continue our Warhammer lecture.
Yes. Yeah, right, dude, nice. You don't understand, I respect it so much. I'm working on like a 2-hour long video right now. I've recorded it already, the first like 2/3 of it. And I've been doing so much grass touching, getting out of that basement where I was doing all that research, man. I respect that so much. Holy crap. I had to leave the goon cave and really meet people, all right? I had to see other humans before going back into the goon cave to finish this one. So I respect the hell out of that. So, all right. So 2nd and 11th Legion erased from history. Got it. Cool.
Ruffles my jammies!
Okay, so that ruffles my jammy! Was that a Team 4-star?
So what's going on here? I am the super sandwich!
The World Eaters. Allegiance?
World Eaters! Okay, all right. I don't know about these guys.
Heretic.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Primarch? Angron, a butcher.
Oh, Angron! Dude, I have heard so much about this guy. He has played pivotal roles in a lot of big events.
A slaughterer.
Like extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
Single word descriptor? Anger.
Yeah,
hey,
all right, dude.
You. Yeah, you. Are you mad?
Yes.
You just fucking hate everything?
Sometimes.
Do you want to murder everything in sight and get
blood for the blood god, baby. If this isn't Korn's homies, if this isn't Korn for the cornfield, I don't know what it is.
Rewarded for doing so?
Dude, Angron never flooped the pig.
You should join the World Eaters, home planet of Nuceria, and Primarch Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest,
is a very happy fellow.
Is real fucking angry.
No. Stop judging a book by its cover.
Angron was raised a slave.
It is all justified. I take it all back. Based Angron. Listen. Is Angron the guy that was, he was captured, he was forced to be a gladiator, and when he didn't want to kill people, he ended up lobotomizing him? Was that like a whole big thing? Was that Angron? Yes? Oh god, I did a little wiki reading about this guy specifically. Angron is the most based, true. So, as far as I remember, Angron was captured, he was put... Again, we have to do a specific Primarch deep dive into the characters of these guys, not just the Space Marine Legions. Oh man.
Forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain so that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain.
They literally forced him into a constant state of anger, and it morphed him into the person he became. A really angry fucker. The question is his name Angron from before he was angry or from after? And the answer is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, interestingly enough, as we know, the Emperor, again, I've mentioned this earlier, but every single one of these seems to be a manifestation of a different aspect of the Emperor. Anger isn't inherently evil. Righteous anger is a very powerful motivator to do the right thing and to really bring good into the world. Unfortunately, constant anger is not.
All his sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain.
Listen, my audience. I know you guys are like my children, and we have a very close relationship. Just because I am circumcised, it doesn't mean you have to cut your dicks, okay? Listen, I'm not one to tell you how to live your life, okay? Listen.
So now you have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger. Slap them with a freight train of armor, 2 goddamn chainsaws, and you can see what's gonna happen.
I don't know what is gonna happen.
It's no wonder they're corrupted by corn. They're honest.
Corn, baby! What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What? Okay, that was an easy one. That wasn't like Slanesh with the perfection, guys. That one I'm still tapping myself on the back. But yeah.
Honestly, a surprise.
No, Nux, I will not cut my dick. Reverse psychology will not work on me. What?
Surprisingly sad Legion that I actually screwed up in assuming that they were all just angry murderers. I mean, they are, but they didn't start out that way. Their corn corruption degraded their intelligence, their free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho warriors. The World Eaters, like I mentioned in the Space Wolves, they wear their concept on their sleeve. They are angry, they want to kill things, they want to kill you, and maybe some of their friends, and that's the faction.
That's Corn. I mean, dude, Corn. Corn, oh my god, what a character. One of Corn's big general guys rebelled against him, so I tried to attack him. Didn't even leave a dent in his armor after he did like this whole backstab. So Corn took him, hurled him across space and time so quickly he flew for 8 days straight, leaving a wake of destruction wherever he crashed into. Corn is a fucking unhinged monster. These guys worshiping him feels like it's right up their alley. Holy shit. They leave red paste behind them.
They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death. If you like that, you play the World Eaters. Or you like it because they were, you know, at one point a lot better than that. Most of Warhammer was a lot better than that. I was once a lot better than that. That was when I was in college.
Now he's a YouTuber. Oh, he's just like me, for real, for real.
I didn't finish college, and neither did Angron.
Hail Caesar. If it's not done by sunrise, I'll cut your balls off.
The Ultramarines.
The Ultramarines, I feel like they're the most iconic Space Marines, right?
Marines. Allegiance, Loyalists. Primarch, Rabute Gilliman. That's how it's said. And
Rabute Gilliman. The Smurfs, baby. The Smurfs! I feel like they're just, my impression of them so far was they were just like, kind of iconically mid. No.
Analyst, a diplomat, a blueberry boy scout.
Bro, these guys, they're just politicians. They're just the politicians, guys. They're the freaking, the Helldivers, the politicians. They do the generic stuff, the generic Super Marine stuff.
Single word descriptor, duty. When you see Space Marines on a box or just
duty.
Space Marines and promotional material, notice how they are always colored blue.
It's always them. It's literally always them. These guys are the fucking democracy loving toting guys. They're all at the front of everything. They're the poster boys. They are the poster boys. They're the Captain America of Warhammer. You know how Captain America is always in front of the freaking Avengers, even though, like, bro, he's a guy with the shield. Like, these guys, honestly.
These are the blue Space Marines. These ones here.
What was the orc thing about blue? Like, I remember that the orcs had, like, a certain belief in blue. Blue is lucky? There it is. Right, the orcs think blue is lucky, and then, therefore, the lucky Space Marines always have plot armor, right? Because the orcs literally will blue being lucky into existence. Holy shit, I love the orcs.
Ultramarines, who hail from the world of Macrog with their Primarch, Rabute Gorilla Man. Ultramarines are the white bread of Space Marines.
Boring! But tastes a lot better than whole wheat.
The grilled chicken with salt and pepper. This is by no means an insult.
No, they're the, honestly, you need these guys. I feel like it's important to have these guys. The politicians, the poster boys, the polished ass guys that they look good doing what they do. I respect it.
They are plain Jane, but that's also because they are so goddamn good at their job. Their skill for warfare is paramount, but so is their ability for leadership. Gilliman for a while was a damn boring Primarch.
Average white guy.
For all the reasons he was great, because no matter how hard you try, you don't win a war without logistics, without supply lines, without trade routes, without infrastructure.
They're literally the fucking boring people. It's crazy. The jack of all trades, Swiss Army knife, incredibly stable, bureaucratic people. And you need those! You need those in a government! You know what I'm saying?
Sure, an economy. You don't win anything without all that stuff, and Gilliman knows it.
Bro, he literally, wow, dude. Did you see that?
Structure and economy. You don't win any.
He puts his sword in front of his penis. Yo, what? That's awesome. Yo, look at this. Look where he keeps his sword, dude. Gilliman, you guy. He's the guy. He's our guy. He's the guy. It's because his penis goes down this low and he didn't want people to look at him.
Anything.
You gotta protect your seed, baby.
Without all that stuff, and Gilliman knows it. Which is why he has one of the largest standing empires in the Imperium, named Ultramar. Which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines. Which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but
yeah, right. No, the speed guys, you know, the what are they called? The Space Wolves, they're gonna be more vicious, right? The White Scars, they're gonna be faster. The Dark Angels, they're gonna be more fucking cringe. That was a joke. That was a joke. But like every single one of them obviously has their specialties, whether it's in duty or whether it's in fortification or siege warfare. Like those guys have specialties, and you gotta respect them for all their specialties. And their specialties are obviously gonna be better than the Ultramarines, but the Ultramarines are gonna be a 9 out of 10 in all forms of combat. Whereas the, I don't know, the, what are they called? The Iron Hands. The Iron Hands are gonna be level 10 when it comes to defense, 10 out of 10 when it comes to defense, and only a 7 out of 10 when it comes to attack. These guys are 9 out of 10 at everything.
They are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of Ultra Depression
for having insanely big egos. To quote my GOAT, pride is not the opposite of shame, but its source. That was a quote from the actual GOAT, Iroh.
For many reasons. Gilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently on the tabletop.
No way.
And the only one that has returned to the 41st millennium for the Loyalist side. He took one look at what his empire has become and immediately wanted to fucking die.
Honestly, respect. Holy shit. Holy shit. He saw how cringe the Ecclesiarchy was and he came back to fight? Gotta respect the legend.
Forced to lead everything he once hated, an Imperium rotten to its core with his sole responsibility to save.
Gilliman becoming Lord Commander in 30K. Gilliman becoming Lord Commander in 40K. No!
It is kind of what makes him interesting. They are a perfectly standard legion with perfectly standard ideals, and great if you want a simple, clean slate.
Uh-oh. Stinky. Funny poop. Poop funny. Woo!
Is that a Nurgle reference? Is that a Nurgle reference, guys? The Death Guard.
Death Guard. Allegiance, heretic. Yeah. Primarch, Mortarian. A reaper, a poison, an ungodly stench.
Father Nurgle loves him. You may stink, you may never shower, but Nurgle will always love you.
Single word descriptor, rot.
There we go. It's my boy. It's my stinky boy. My stinky goat. It's Asmongold time, baby.
Death Guard hail from Barbaros with the Primarch Mortarian.
All these planets that just blew up.
Mortarium. The 14th Legion were known.
Mortarium. I love how, like, on the nose, every single one of their names is, right? Mort is death in Latin. They're really just on the nose with these names.
For their incredible resilience to damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, right. Dude, if I'm already rotting, you can't poison me. You can't poison me if I'm already poisoned, bro. Bro, I just sent out my, freaking... Garbodor in Pokemon, and you really tried to use toxic on my wheezing? You idiot, I already have lung cancer.
Where the Imperial Fists were defensive thanks to tactics and posturing, the Death Guard were resilient because they could take a punch or a gut shot or a cannon to the chest and just keep on moving.
Holy shit. Bro, these guys are actual zombies.
They're slow, yet they are resistant, which was only confounded as a Death Guard captain, Typhus, codename Dickhead, sold them out to Nurgle, god of
Papa Nurgle. He loves you, though. He loves you. Does the Emperor love you? I don't know. He's rotting on a chair. He for some probably grand plan that he has at some point.
Rot and decay. Now, the Death Guard are a Nurgle-worshipping infected legion whose ability to feel pain and take damage has all but just gone away. They wade through gunfire, able to kill normal Marines 10 times over and continue unharmed.
Oh, yeah, unharmed. Just go fucking eat their shit. Eat their shit, baby. Papa Nurgle loves you.
All while spreading rot and disease in the name of their dark, very stinky master. Where the Death Guard...
Asmongold. Bro, if Nurgle is Asmongold, then Morticious or whatever the fuck his name is Tectone. This is perfect. This is literally OTK. This is the OTK's favorite Space Marine Legion. It's Tectone and Asmongold side by side, spreading rot. And no, I'm joking. I love those guys. That was a joke. That was obviously a joke. I love those guys.
Card enter, plague spreads. People get sick and they die.
By returning one card from my hand to the top of the deck, I special summon Plague Spreader Zombie in defense mode.
They spread debilitating disease to all around them. Why would a Legion need to be anything more than very tanky when their enemies are falling over, puking, firing out of both ends, and having their skin peel off just by their presence?
Dude, honestly, so true. Honestly, so true. It's just like, you send out a very stinky Pokemon, just incredibly tanky. It's like, all right, so he knows Toxic, and he also knows, you know, Giga Drain and Leech Seed and Recover, and you're like, oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. You're never going to get rid of him while you just slowly rot in front of him.
Entire worlds infested with a zombie rot.
Basically, I floop Amoongas.
Swarms of insects that eat flesh and metal alike, all while the Legion advances slowly, painfully, allowing the disease they spread to take its toll before they reap the lives they believe belong to them. And look at Mortarian's model, dude.
Dude, fuck. Tectone has been never looking this good.
Man is baller as fuck.
Yeah, true, honestly. Look at this guy. Frick, dude.
A gigantic moth with a gigantic scythe. Come on now. The Death Guard.
Alright, we didn't really get into their specific ideology here or anything. I mean, pre-Nurgle. Obviously, I'm sure they had something. We'll have to do the specific Primarch deep dive a little bit later. But goddamn. Goddamn. The OP strat. Stink and survive. Stink and survive.
For my next trick!
The Thousand Suns.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I love the clips he uses for the little title screens. That's amazing.
Thousand Suns. Allegiance, Heretic. Primarch, Magnus the Red. A Scholar, a Sorcerer.
That sounds like Tzeentch territory. Scholar, Sorcerer. That sounds like he's from my boy Tzeentch.
A fucking nerd. Single word descriptor, magic.
Alright, dude. We needed a sorcerer group in the Warhammer Space Marines, especially the Chaos ones.
Thousand Suns.
Guys love magic. What can I say? Bro, every single one of them is just Megumin getting off to making explosions.
Suns hail from their homeworld of Prospero, with their Primarch Magnus the Red. The final of our four...
Magnus? Oh, it's the Magnus! Oh, Lord! It's the guy that wanted to send the message to the Emperor, but Tzeentch interrupted him and basically got the entire Imperium to freaking go up against him? Oh, it's that Magnus. The Magnus from the Heresy Magnus. The boy, the guy. Oh, God, I love this character so much. What a tragic character. Magnus, my goat. Oh, man. Not Magnus.
Major Chaos God factions. The Thousand Suns are disciples of Tzeentch, the Changer of Ways.
Dude, I love the Chaos Gods. I love this lore. I love this lore. Bro, dude, Magnus. Epic nerd, gaslighted to oblivion, literally.
Heavily inspired by their Egyptian theming, the Legion themselves are slaves.
Oh my God, they have giant pyramid Death Stars in the background. That's awesome.
To the god of trickery and change. Most of them no longer even having a physical form, reduced to just dust, piloting suits of armor at the whim of a sorcerer leader. The Thousand Suns do not deserve their fate. There's a common joke that Magnus did nothing wrong.
Joke? Joke? How dare you?
This is untrue. He has...
How dare you?
Done much wrong.
Yeah, but he only did much wrong after he was gaslighted, okay?
However, he is very sympathetic. Mainly...
All right.
Because the Space Wolves and Leman Russ sought to end their rivalry through the annihilation of their Legion.
Oh, shit. Space Wolves versus... Dude, honestly, it's honor and duty and battles, blood-curdling cries and shrieks of the Space Wolves versus, you know, nerd, genius, sorcerers. It's like such a perfect dichotomy.
Escaping only through...
Dude, look at this art. This art is insane.
The assistance of the Changer of Ways.
So Tzeentch led him into making a mistake, and when he did and was so close to annihilation, Tzeentch stretched his hand out and saved him. Fucking manipulative bitch. Dude, I love Tzeentch. It's nerds versus the furries. True.
And forever changed because of it. Meanwhile, magic is their main tool. Take some Lovecraftian style abilities, the eyes.
Yeah, Tzeentch is mega Lovecraftian.
Everywhere, and potent spells to be cast at their foes, whether these are bolts of psychic lightning, reversing time itself, opening up portals to unreality, or changing the very fabric of the universe. The Thousand Suns sorcery knows no bounds.
And these guys are OP.
They are very good at it.
I love how so far all the space of the we covered a bunch of space chaos marines, right? So the first was the Emperor's Children, strive for perfection, ended up finding excess to get to perfection, obey Slaanesh. Then you got the Iron Warriors, people that did he mention which faction the Iron Warrior of Chaos, the Iron Warriors fell into? Because I know we mentioned that these the Night Lords obviously worship Khorne, right? That obviously. And these guys, the Death Guard, obviously worship Nurgle. And the Thousand Suns obviously worship Tzeentch under Magnus. The Iron Warriors are just Chaos Undivided. Oh, they're Undivided or just Renegades. Because the Iron Warriors, they were just unhappy with the way they were treated by the Emperor and didn't get the recognition they deserved. So they don't worship Chaos to serve Chaos. They worship Chaos because fuck you. They're just petty. They worship Chaos for their own ego's sake, not because they actually fall into a specific Chaos faction. Okay, I like that. All right, I'm fine. I'm with you.
If you're a fan of like wizards, your classic style of spellcaster, and you want a ton of them, combined with a tragic backstory and a Primarch who, like Mortarion, looks fucking baller, the Thousand Suns are for you.
Dude, I think the Thousand Suns are probably my favorite Space Marine Legion so far. Like, we covered a lot of badasses, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think so far the Thousand Suns are my favorite.
You fucking asshole! There's no—
No! Not the Sons of Horus! No!
Wait, you're a fucking cheater.
You're such a sore loser.
You're a cheater. My dad works at Nintendo!
The Sons of Horus.
Oh, God. God, not Horus! Ah!
Or the Luna Wolves, or the Black Legion. Allegiance? Heretic. Primarch?
Didn't see that
Horus. A warlord.
Horus is dead, right? Guy's dead. Guy's gonzo. In canon, right?
A treasured friend. Or the traitor himself. Single word descriptor, assault. The Sons of Horus are the formal name.
He's more than dead, he was deleted. Wait, oh, he's ultra dead. He didn't even like, normally when you kill someone, their souls exist in the warp. Did they just completely like remove this man from time and history?
Of Horus's legion, hailing from the world of Chthoniya. The Sons of Horus themselves were assault troops. The strength of their attack was some of the most powerful in the legions. While the White Scars may favor speed for their strikes, the Sons of Horus were known for their overall offensive power. It was even said that if the Sons of Horus met the Imperial Fists, they would be at a stalemate for eternity.
Damn. An unstoppable force versus immovable object. That's so cool.
However, the Sons of Horus are no longer. Because, well,
bye, Horus, bye, Horus.
Well,
yeah, goodbye.
They are now instead the Black Legion.
Literally deader than my Riz, bro. They are gonzo.
Led by Abaddon the Despoiler, who claims to succeed where his father failed.
Oh, so it's led by Horus's son at this point. Interesting.
Black Legion are still an offensive and assault-based force, but they act much like the Ultramarines, but for chaos. Your standard black and brass Space Marine, who are known for recruiting in all different kinds of avenues. Anyone can become a member of the Black Legion. Anyone can swear allegiance to the War Master. You gain favored by not just one, but all 4 gods equally.
All right, so they're freelancers. They are pure chaos incarnate. I guess because, again, all of these guys, all the different chaos gods are a different niche of chaos, but these guys are just chaos incarnate. They are against all things authority. They are against all things just. They are against all order. So therefore, I guess they get some love from all the chaos gods. Damn, the whole fucking chaos polyamorous family.
Their famous line, "Let the galaxy burn."
Oh, God. Well, yeah, chaos incarnate.
is the best way to describe them. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. So long as the Imperium dies, the Black Legion has done its job.
At least we have Cadia to defend ourselves.
They are a legion formed from hatred and spite, with a clear goal in mind, as the Dark Gods are calling and the Black Legion are sure to answer.
Hello. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
No.
It wasn't fucking optional!
The word bears. Allegiance, heretic.
Ah, not another one, not another one.
Primarch, Lorgar Aurelian.
Lorgar, I recognize him. Are these the Space Mormons? But these are the first heretics?
A preacher, a fanatic, a choir boy.
Fascinating. Dude, it's so wild that the preacher cult leader guy fell to chaos. It's so ironic because there's so much of cultish behavior that you claim you are doing this for the sake of love, for the sake of spreading the truth, the true message, when in actuality you're spreading your agenda. You're doing it from ego. Like, just one tiny amount of ego can destroy the most pure of motivations. The Emperor removes religion. This guy starts religion. Goddamn. So he's the guy that made the Emperor a god first.
Or descriptor, zeal. If the Black Legion answer the call,
dude, these guys are no one's favorite. These guys are no one's favorite Space Marine Legion, honestly.
All of the Dark Gods. What if instead you decide to call the gods first? Well, then the word bearers are for you. The 17th Legion, led by Primarch Lorgar on the planet of Colchis.
Colchis. He's gonna say just kidding. I knew it! I knew he was gonna say just kidding. It blew up. I knew that!
Originally obsessed with worshiping the Emperor of Mankind as a god,
some people are just sheep! Some people cannot be a shepherd! God, I hate these people! They had to worship the guy that said, don't worship me. Fuck Lorgar!
He found that despite his divinity, he was not worthy of worship.
Dude made his own tablets to worship the Emperor. The Emperor said, don't worship me, decided to worship him anyway. And when the Emperor said, no, fuck you, they decided, okay, we'll worship someone else because you are a goddamn cocksucker, a fucking scrotum licker.
Because, you know, he raised their equivalent of Jerusalem to the ground.
I don't like that at all.
For daring to worship him. Like,
I don't know. That's not good.
Could you imagine if God actually showed up and was just like, Jerusalem is stupid. It just destroyed the whole thing. Like,
I really, honestly, I don't want to think about that at all. No, that's horrible.
What would that do to your head? But there are gods that want worship.
No! No! Oh, man.
And will reward those who do. The word bearers are chaos worshippers to a T.
All right, so they worship chaos for the sake of worship. They don't worship chaos because they believe in excess, or they believe in rot, or they believe in change, or they believe in war. They don't worship them because of any of that shit. They worship them because they need someone to worship, because these are fucking cock gobblers, fucking knob gobblers, fucking freaking ball strokers, these pieces of shit bitches.
All chaos gods. They specialize in demonic rituals, the summoning of demons, and the mutual possession of their own troops.
I don't like them. These guys suck. These are the worst. The worst of all the Chaos Legions. Of all the legions. All the Space Marine Legions. Literally, these guys drive me insane. I hate people that just worship people for the sake of it. Because you can't make your own mind up alone. God.
Demons to their bodies to fight as one. They exalt the dark gods themselves for aid, and guess what? They answer. In the world of 40K, Satan doesn't just call you back. He hops in his GT Mustang and he crashes on your couch. In the
damn, rough out there.
World of 40K, your rituals will end with genuine results. The word bearers know this. They know through sacrifices, through devotion, through dark baptism. baptism, the gods will answer and they will be rewarded.
That's crazy. Imagine if demon worship had like physical, tangible results in the modern day. Imagine how many people would fucking become Satanists.
So they use it. They bring forth demons. They bring...
Imagine it's like, you know, dude goes to church, doesn't get an answer. Dude goes into his backyard, makes a pentagram of blood, and suddenly, answer me, my child. Fucking demon comes out and is like, would you like me to buy your groceries for you? It's like, oh shit.
Forth possessions. They bring forth the power of the neverborn, the damned, and those that hide in the dark to bear against.
Bro, they freaking possess each other. Come inside me, demon. Demon's like, I'm coming inside of you. Ah! Ah! All right, bro.
It's the Imperium. Lorgar sits there, smiling, as the truth he always knew, the existence of gods and the importance of faith is a reality. It is a tool he is using to rend the galaxy.
I don't like Lorgar at all. That dude sucks.
Dear Sir Stroke,
the Salamanders! These are the pyromaniacs. They're really nice pyromaniac guys that want to burn everyone because they love people. I love them. I love them. Yeah.
Adam.
All right.
Fire! Exclamation mark. Fire! Exclamation mark. Help me.
The Salamanders.
All right.
Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Vulcan, a forge master.
Vulcan. I mean, that makes sense. Vulcan is Vulcan's the god of the forge in some, right? Vulcan's the god of fire, yeah, in Roman mythology. Yeah, what'd I tell you? What did I tell you?
A behemoth, a very huggy boy. Single word descriptor, fire. The Salamanders hail from Nocturne, a volcanic
Nocturne, interesting.
planet home to their Primarch Vulcan. They are the largest of the Space Marines, not due to numbers, but rather size.
Yeah.
Vulcan, he is an enormous slab of beef, by far the largest of all the Primarchs.
I am rock hard.
However, don't let
these are the black fucking Giga Chads. Love them.
Let his size fool you, as he is also
charcoal black, dude.
So the kindest. Salamanders have the juxtaposition of looking frightening, being larger than other Marines, while also boasting an ashy, like coal color skin and blazing red eyes, while simultaneously carrying around all manner of flame weapons. So your average
we love fire in this house.
Civilian might be spooked,
I love fire.
but in reality, they are by far the kindest of all the legions to those civilians.
That's
Vulcan believes that to safeguard the Imperium is to, at the end of the day, I mean, safeguard its people. So
I love these guys. I love these guys. These guys are amazing. I love them. They give a shit about civilians. See, again, every single one of these Space Marine legions emulates a different aspect of the Emperor. And ultimately, humanity cannot exist without humans. And they will take that to an extreme. And I love that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, dude.
So unlike other legions who put their lives far and above the average human, the Salamanders spend significantly more time trying to save them.
Oh, that's such a beautiful image. The Salamander guy was so good.
Often taking numerous losses by doing so. They are very independent as well. They're forgers and blacksmiths, maintaining their own weapons.
I don't like the way he said black.
They're very independent as well. They're forgers and blacks.
I don't know. He said I don't know. He really puts his soul into the way he said. One more time.
First losses by doing so. They are very independent as well. They're forgers and black.
I don't know. He's really like. I don't know. Yeah, this is a joke. This is a bit. This is a bit. Okay. This is a bit. Don't. I know my audience. This is just a bit.
Smiths maintaining their own weapons and crafting versions of it. They also have the very rare privilege of being able to see their families even after becoming a Space Marine.
That's so wholesome. Oh my god.
They care, which is the funny part, because the 7.5-foot tall giant with flaming red eyes just reduced a traitor to bubbling metal, says, "You have nothing to fear, young citizen. Take my hand." If you enjoy fire,
I do like fire.
Melting things.
I do like melting things.
And being the nicer of the Marines.
I do like being the nicer of the Marines.
Salamanders are for you.
Dude, the Salamanders are awesome. Holy shit, that's crazy. Dude, actual goats. Actual goats. The Raven God!
Sneak attack! Saga, sneak attacks don't work if you yell it out loud.
Ah, no, the Avatar clip before Netflix bastardized it.
Raven Guard.
All right.
Allegiance.
Stealth, baby. These guys have to be good guys, right?
Loyalist.
Yeah.
Primarch. Corvus Corax. A raven.
Corvus? Isn't Corvus just crow in Latin? Dude, I'm starting to pick up on the naming scheme, and it's... Bro, the search might be relevant to a recent activity. Corvus Warhammer. No! Stop it, Google! Stop listening to me! Stop it! Yeah, anyway. Birds. Birds. Not to be confused with Corviknight, the Pokemon. But yeah, very basic. I love the naming scheme. It's just badassery incarnate.
A shadow.
It's okay. It's allowed to be basic. It just sounds awesome.
An industrial dance DJ. Single word descriptor. Stealth. The Raven Guard are the final Loyalist Legion at 19 and hail from the planet Deliverance.
Please don't be destroyed.
With Primarch Corvus Corax. If it hasn't been made clear enough already, the Raven Guard are stealth specialists and proficient in all manners of assassination. Despite this, their signature...
Assassination, baby. Oh, hell yeah. I like them too. They're cool.
Winged jump pack and double lightning.
And not just because I have a thing for ravens ever since I watched Teen Titans when I was a kid and I had a sexual awakening. Not because of that.
Claw look is, well, not very stealthy. They are named after, of course, the Raven and embody the entire concept of it as a herald of death. They are stealthy, patient hunters that have no problem with waiting and waiting and waiting until the moment to strike is at hand.
I love how the difference between them and people like the Iron Warriors, right? The Iron Warriors are people that, they're also all about waiting. Literally all about waiting when it comes to siege warfare. And they're all about waiting when it comes to assassination. Except the obvious difference is, these guys are fucking awesome.
It's not easy being a stealth faction when your stealth involves people in 1 ton of power armor, but they find a way. That, more than anything, should not be used to show how ridiculous 40K is, even though it is, but rather to show how good the Raven Guard are at their jobs. It's not about them sneaking around you without being seen, but it's also about them having lied in wait for so long that it wasn't until they were in striking distance that you even realized they had been there.
That's crazy. Now, dude, imagine sitting there in thousands of pounds of steel because you are so committed to your duty. These guys are fucking legends.
And also, if you want, you know, edgelord marines,
I love edgelords. They're my favorite gender.
Long black haircut, pale skin, ravens everywhere. If you want to field assassins and snipers.
I love assassins.
Found, then the Raven Guard are for you.
The Raven Guard should be purple. Honestly, it's such a missed opportunity. The Alpha Legion
could be in this very room. It could be you. It could be me. It could even be. Whoa! 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 What? It was obvious.
The Alpha Legion. Allegiance? Heretic. Primarch? Alfarius and Omegon.
Alfarius. I am Alfarius. This is a lie. Alfarius, the first line of his book. I love that so much.
Saboteurs, destabilizers, they're in your walls. Single word descriptor.
Oh my god, they're just like girl DM.
Espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion, led by Alfarius and Omegon. The only Legion to have...
Wait, it's run by 2 Primarchs? Alfarius and Omegon? I mean, that's obvious. Alpha, Omega, right? The first of the Greek letters and the last of the Greek letters.
2 Primarchs who were split as twins.
Twin Primarchs! Oh god! Oh god!
The Alpha Legion are heretical. We think. And
what do you mean we think? What do you mean we think? Is it all a ploy? Is it all a ploy? Are they trying to hoodwink the Chaos Gods?
Specialize in destabilization of society and armies.
Oh my god, they are literally me. They are literally me.
Their entire shtick is the Hydra, because when you cut off one head, 2 more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look exactly like their Primarch.
What? It's the CIA! No!
Olive skin, shaved head. All claim to be Alfarius. All are liars.
I am Alfarius. This is a lie. Alfarius, the first line in his book. They all claim to be the guy. Oh my god. Like the ultimate communist Primarch.
They make the largest use of sleeper cells and
this isn't my food. It's our food. This isn't my name. It's our name. I am not the Primarch. We are the Primarch.
cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions, because it's extremely easy to take over a planet when you
poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses.
Where the
should have returned this lab and not suffered his curse.
Raven Guard use stealth and sabotage to eliminate their enemies. The Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you could imagine from a hardcore spy movie.
I mean, this is funny because I am also Alfarius, so that's a little wild.
Or Cold War level espionage. Being Alfarius is not only an honor, being Alfarius is a requirement. There's a story of someone chasing down an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see them, they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer.
Oh, that is so badass!
This was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spot.
Jesus. Dude! That is so metal! Oh my god, there are many ways to destabilize a society, not that I would know. One is by dropping a very well-crafted YouTube video that gets lots of views, insulting somebody, causing a cavalcade of other commentary channels jumping on your bandwagon and forcing giant companies to buckle to your whims and majesty. That's one way, hypothetically. However, another, dude, I love it. There's so many ways to destabilize, right? Either through assassinations, or infiltrations.
We're talking facial reconstruction surgery. We're talking hacking. We're talking.
It's also iconic because the Emperor, throughout history, his big gimmick was always taking the place of different people and different figures throughout time. He was one of Jesus's disciples or whatever. Like throughout history, he would always take roles to help guide humanity, and that's what these guys were all about. And for all you know, maybe the Emperor right now is allegedly dead and a husk on a throne so that he can infiltrate the warp and become a god, maybe ascend in some way. I don't know, I'm still an Emperor stan, so I'm gonna say that.
Okay, political assassination and impersonation, everything. They are Space Marines in name only, because being a strong stoic warrior is not what the Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius. We are all Alfarius.
And this is a lie.
In his Lord's glorious army.
That's awesome.
Thank you everyone so much.
That's really cool. That's really cool. So we don't really know what the Alpha Legion is actually about at the end of the day. Everyone wants to be Alfarius. No one wants to be Omegon. No, no.
For watching this video, I hope you learned a little something. I hope if you were on the fence about what Space Marines you wanted to field, you would now have a better idea of what you want to play.
All right, I'll give you my check out his waifu cup, goddammit. But all right, so my top 3 Space Marine legions. I think number 1 is still freaking Magnus. The Thousand Suns is my favorite. I think my second favorite is probably the Salamanders. Oh, and I'm so torn between some of the other ones. I'm so torn between some of the other ones, bro. So torn. I don't know. Those are my 2 favorite. The White Scars and the Wolf Fuckers all seem really cool too. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, this is so good. And the Second Legion. I'm gonna go with the Second Legion. Erased from history, but probably cool. Cool enough to be erased from history. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, anyway, thank you all so much. Dude, the Blood Ravens also. Blood Angels. Oh, man. Sanguinius. Dude, these guys were amazing. Honestly. What a great video. Thank you so much, Bricky, for putting this together. You fucking legend. So this has been diving down the rabbit hole of every single Warhammer Space Marine Legion. And I'm not sure what next time is. Maybe watching every single cinematic trailer. Definitely subscribe for future deep dives, because we will consume all lore. And check out Bricky. Dude makes great shit. Stay weird, fam. If you made it to the end, click one of these 2 videos, which also will definitely get me canceled. See you live on Kick. Stay weird, fam.